Thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing me with the free codes for the Artist Studio and Storybook Nursery Kits. Before we hop into today's video, I wanted to announce that I am an EA affiliate. You can use my code SIMPLICITY with 3 Y's and a T at the end at checkout to help support me and the channel. I receive a 5% commission from every sale with my code. So first we have the Artist Studio Kit. Give your Sims more ways to express their creativity. There's a new easel, tablet, and woodworking table for Sims to use in their artistic endeavors. Place inspiring still life references, a backdrop, and other props to really help your creativity flow. Add an artistic flourish to your canvas in your studio. Add paint splatter to the ground and clutter items like palettes, cans, tubes, brushes, and stacked sketchbooks to every shelf and corner. And then we have the Storybook Nursery Kit. Inspired by classic fairy tales and the elegance of ages past, this collection features delicately crafted toys, pleasant wallpaper, a dreamy mobile, and a dollhouse modeled after the traditional home of an old prominent family. Raise your little one amongst ornate furniture, including shelves and a change table. Some of these items, like the crib with the sweeping canopy and the tasteful chandelier, may have been passed down through generations. So starting off, I went ahead and I made a room because I wanted to go ahead and showcase the wallpaper. So this is a little bit of a torn down kind of rusty looking one. And then we have these items here. So I believe this kit comes with, it's either 23 or 24 items, but I can't remember which one is which. But here is the wallpaper. You can kind of see it's a little bit more torn down. There's no flooring. I'm not going to go through color options of that, but I will go through the color options of the furniture. So starting off, we have this ladder shelf right here. This looks like it is very cute. So a lot of this stuff is going to be kind of like clutter to add to an artist studio. But let's go ahead and we will look through the color options here. So as you'll see, some of them have paint splotches on them, which I think is so cute. But it also makes it a little bit more versatile that you could add like these items kind of elsewhere. Some of them are kind of a bit more specific when it comes to, like there being very obvious paint items. But if I go ahead and I draw this wall right here, we can go ahead and take a look at the smock rack right here. I think this is so cute. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the color options as well. But we're just going to kind of scroll through. You'll have to let me know what your favorite items in both the kits are because I'm very curious. But we're going to hang out. This is so cute. And then we also have this industrial spotlight. I'm going to take a look at this now before I forget to, just because it already popped up whenever I was looking for lights for the little room that I did. But there's a few different color options. Now you will see here if I zoom in. So like this yellow one, for example. Some of these have like paint splotches on them too, and they kind of look like a little bit more like rusted. And I just think this is so cute. I love that everything kind of has a touch of like stuff being lived in. And then we have this little table here, like a canvas drawing table. And I adore this. I had stuff like this when I was teaching. And I think it's so cute. And then we have the storage locker right here. This I think could be used in a very like variety of ways. I think this could definitely be used in like an industrial build too. And then obviously there's some with some paint swatches on them as well. Some of them are a little bit more obviously paint swatched. And then we have this companion cabinet right here, which also has the like drying racks, which is what those are at the bottom. You can pull them out and lay paintings on them and then let them dry in there without them all touching each other. And I just think this is so cute. Okay. Very cute, very cute. And then we've got the rolling drying rack here. So this is another kind of like drying rack slash table. I think this might, I don't know if it will. It kind of looks like it might function as a desk. Just from that little like cubby. I'm thinking it maybe functions as a desk, but I could be completely wrong. It doesn't look like it's a functional object, but it could maybe function as a desk. And then we have this kind of like stool here, which is also just being used to kind of like prop up some stuff. But this looks pretty cute. I like the yellow. And then we've got another pedestal right here. This one looks like it's a little bit bigger and fancier than the other one. But I think I actually kind of like the smaller one more. I think the smaller one has a little bit more character to it. We've got the sloppy sink right here. Again, I think this would be so good for an industrial build. But here are some of the color options. Okay, obsessed with that. They have some that have like paint splatter on them. And then we have another new tablet. So this is obviously a functional item. I'll just go ahead and do a quick little bird's eye view so you can kind of see the colors. It's more so on the outer edges. And here is what that kind of looks like. And then we've got the woodworking table. This is also a functional object. I don't think I've ever used a woodworking table in The Sims, to be completely honest. Maybe in like Sims 3, but I don't think I ever have in The Sims 4. But again, you have some options that have some paint splatter on them. I think this might be one of those like great packs to be able to make stuff look lived in for your artist Sims. And then we have this new easel. This is different. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Okay, here's some of the color options. But yeah, I wasn't expecting it to kind of have like a cabinet kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know why, but I was not expecting that, but I like it. And then we've got this little plant right here. This is gorgeous. I think this could also look good if it was sized up. Wait a minute. Do they have ones that are dying? They have some of the lilies that are dying in here? Oh, I love that. I like that a lot. That's a great touch. And then we've got some sketches here that I'll have to put on this back wall. So let me just spin this around so we can go ahead and take a look at these. But let's just zoom out. Here are the first initial sketches here. So you've got the human body, you've got fruit. One of those look like the Grim Reaper, and then you kind of have like a brighter colored one. And then we, of course, have the bust, which I wouldn't expect anything else. I feel like this is a very kind of like classical art piece, is to have a bust of some sort. I have it facing the wrong way. So here's what it looks like from the front, and I'll just go ahead and scroll over some of the color options there. We've got a collection of sketchbooks. Now I feel like this is small. Like, I know sketchbooks aren't giant, but I feel like this is too small for a collection of sketchbooks. But this also seems like it's too big. So there's not really a happy medium in there. We've got some paint cans here. One of these kind of looks like a cooler, which is kind of funny. But here is the color options here. Whereas like this, I feel like I would maybe size down. And then we've got a bunch of palettes here, which this makes sense because it's what you're mixing the paint on. So it makes sense that it's smaller. But here's some of the color options for that. And then we've got the odds and ends brush set. This is also very cool. I think this would be a great clutter item on top of the table that kind of look like a desk. Or you could do like a little like side table of some sort and put stuff on there if you wanted something smaller. And then you can also size it down. It still looks pretty good. We have some paint splatters. Can I move these up? I feel like they're a little bit distracting. That's fine. And then we have the paint splatter for the ground. So we'll go ahead and take a look. Obviously, it's not going to look the best whenever it's, on glass compared to what it would look like on the floor. But it looks like there's a decent amount of variety. And then, of course, we have the iconic fruit and pitcher art piece. I feel like this is honestly like a staple a lot of the time. So here's, now wait a second. They have versions in here that the picture is cracked. I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in all the way, but like here's the non-cracked version and this is the cracked version. That's kind of cool. And then we have the backdrop, which I think this could also be just kind of cool to use as like a photo backdrop even. But here are the colors of this. I don't know how I feel about the red and the orange, but honestly, I like this pack and like kit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and we'll hop in and take a look at the loom as well to see how it was styled by EA. So let's just go ahead and we'll place this down right here and we can go ahead and take a look. So this is the pre-built loom that they came up with for this kit. I think this looks super cluttered and honestly is kind of the way that I would go for it as well. So here's just kind of one of the little color options for the loom, but I think this is super cute. Very cute, very cute. Okay, so we're moving on to the Storybook Nursery. So this was made in collaboration with 6M, I believe, which is a CC creator. So I have high expectations for this. Looks very like Victorian era, and I love that they have options that kind of give off like the gothic Victorian era as well. I think this is great for those families. We also have the crib, so there's going to be, from what I'm looking at least, there's the bassinet, there's the crib, and there's a toddler bed, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So here's the color options for this. This is so cute, little bows on the side. I feel like I will use this often whenever I'm like building. I don't play with kids very often, but I might have to just for this. Okay, so here's the color options for the toddler bed, which all of these swatches match, which I love. I love that you can kind of like upgrade it with them and keep the same color scheme that you were originally going for. So I think that is super cute. Then we have the rocking chair that I can already see that they have a throw blanket over the back of it, which I adore. I think that's such a great attention to detail because I feel like that's a very like common thing is to have a blanket on the back of the rocking chair. So I love that. And then we've got this nightstand, which I think this could actually even be used for like a decent amount of ages, depending on the color schemes here. But I think, like, you could definitely use this even for, like, kids, which is great. I love that there's a little bit of some versatility with these items. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly draw myself a wall here so that we can go ahead and take a look at the wall shelf. So let me just, like, put this right here. So you can kind of see the items here. This is definitely one that I would put over top of a change table. I feel like that would be a good use for this. And then you might be able to clutter it up at the top, I'm thinking, with maybe like some other items, but this is cute. And then we've got a clothing rack. This is different. I didn't expect a clothing rack. I love the little attention to details with like the bear and stuff up top, but this is cute. Okay, I like this. And then we have the drapes, which I'm not going to be able to put on this side, but they do have to be attached to a wall. So let me just spin this around so we can go ahead and take a look at this. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the color schemes. I love that everything in here has a chance of being like Gothic Victorian era. I think it is so cute. So here are the color schemes for that. And then we also have the mobile, which I have to go ahead and put inside a room, which I don't currently have on this lot. So I should probably, do that quickly. Let me just like extend this box. It's not going to be anything pretty, but it's something. And then we also have this lamp, which I'm just going to throw in here because it also has to, hang. So here are the color options for this. I actually really like the gold ones. I think they add kind of like a nice shine to the room. And then if we go ahead and go back to here, we can go ahead and take a look at the mobile. So here's what this looks like. Looks like it's a hot air balloon and some clouds, which I feel like this was in a lot of TV shows when I was a kid. Like all the kids had like mobiles like that. Then we have this milestone frame, which I'm gonna have to like zoom in on. So it's a baby photo and it looks like a toddler or an infant photo. I think it's infants. So here's just kind of what this looks like. I don't know when I would use this just because if like it doesn't look like my kid, you know what I mean? And then we've got the diaper bag. This is so cute. It looks like it's also very well organized inside, which I love. Ooh, the pink one's really nice. I like the pink and the purples in this pack for some reason. And then we have a nap time rug, which is just a cute little circular rug here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do a bird's eye view so we can take a look. So we've got some of these more elegant ones here. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one's kind of like, oh, I love that. Is that a possum? Ashley's going to freak out if that was a possum. Cute. I like this one. So there's like a sloth, a raccoon, a possum, a fox, a cat. I'm almost certain that's a possum. And then we've got the canopy, which I'm just going to hang up over here so that we can go ahead and take a look at this. So this is kind of like a little castle, which again does kind of go with that Victorian era. That was weird. I had like a weird glitch there for a second. But here are the color options for this. And this is so cute. And I think this would go really well with the, I can't think of what it's called. There's like a little kids tent in one of the packs that I think would be super cute with that. This is absolutely a possum plush. We got a raccoon, we've got some cats, a sloth, and a fox. Very cute. I like that. And then we've got a little kind of like wagon over here. This reminds me of, I don't remember what they're called. Those little like puppet shows that had like the wind up at the back. I just can't think what they're called, but that's what that gives me. And then we have the diaper changing station, which I'll just put over here. And we can go ahead and take a look at these. So here are the color options for this. All of this stuff is so elegant and well put together. Absolutely props to 6am for this. This is gorgeous. And then we have these antique blocks right here, which apparently don't want to let me recolor them, but there are color options. But let me just see. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so I just went ahead and made them bigger so we can kind of see them. But there are different color options. Some of them are plain. Some of them have animals and like the kind of like circus theme on them. But let me just grab like this. So here you can see there are some plain ones, but these are very cute. And then we've got the playmat. Okay, this is cute. I like that it's circular. Here's the rug options for this. I was kind of hoping that they would have like some matching of like the nap time rug over there. That would have been cute in the playmat too. And then we've got this little table. This is cute. Look at all the little like delicate flower patterns. Cute. I like that a lot. And then, oh my goodness. Okay, so I know this is immediately based on the Goth house, but this is giant. That is a big dollhouse. And then we've got the bookcase. Ooh. I like this. I like that it's like rounded. I think that's really pretty. And I love the like creams and the gold color patterns to some of this stuff. And then we've got the clothing rack stuff here. I don't remember where I put the clothing rack. Okay, so I remembered where I put the clothing rack, so I'm just gonna place this here. And as you can see, it adds some little like toddler and infant clothes in here. I think it's more so infant. And this is such a cute little attention to detail. I'm kind of obsessed with that actually. So I realized I forgot to show off this lamp. So here is this one as well. It kind of looks like a horse or like a llama. I'm assuming it's a llama on it. And then we have the rooms, which has some of the wallpapers in here. I'm just going to go ahead and place this down instead of like building my own to show off the wallpaper this time. Because we can see it in here, but this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely stunning. Like imagine being a kid and like this being your nursery. This is so cute. But I think I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, you can go ahead and subscribe. I post typically 2 to 3 times a week right now. Thank you again to the EA Creator Network for providing me with the codes for these kits. I adore them and I can absolutely see myself using these. Let me know down below what your favorite kit is or your favorite items out of the kits. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, lovelies!